There's a moment in every man's life that quietly reshapes how he's treated. It's not when he gets richer, it's not when he gets stronger, it's not even when he becomes more confident, it's the moment he stops chasing. Most men are conditioned to believe that effort creates value. Chase harder, love deeper, explain more, sacrifice more. They're told persistence is masculine, that endurance proves character. But attraction doesn't respond to pressure. It responds to presence. Here's the uncomfortable truth. The more a man chases validation, the less he's valued. Why? Because chasing signals imbalance. When a man is always pursuing, adjusting, over-explaining, and holding things together alone, he unknowingly communicates that the relationship matters more to him than his own direction. And direction is everything. A man with direction is attractive. A man without it feels unstable, no matter how kind, loyal, or patient he is. When chasing stops, something shifts. Silence replaces justification. Calm replaces urgency. Choice replaces fear. And that shift is felt immediately. Stopping the chase doesn't mean becoming distant or cold. It means a man no longer negotiates his self-respect for attention. He no longer competes for affection. He no longer tries to be chosen. He chooses himself. That decision changes his posture, his tone, his energy. He listens more. He reacts less. He doesn't rush to fix emotional turbulence that isn't his responsibility, and suddenly, people lean in. Because what's no longer freely given becomes noticeable. Here's something most people don't realize. When a man stops chasing, he becomes grounded. When he becomes grounded, he becomes unpredictable. And unpredictability, when paired with stability, is magnetic. Not chaos, not inconsistency, but certainty without need. That combination creates intrigue. Another truth that matters. Chasing is often mistaken for love, but it's usually fear in disguise. Fear of loss, fear of being replaced, fear of starting over. When fear drives behavior, it leaks into everything. Texts, tone, timing, decisions. And fear, no matter how subtle, erodes attraction. When a man stops chasing, fear loses control. He's no longer acting to prevent loss. He's acting from alignment. And alignment creates respect. This is why emotionally strong men don't argue their worth. They don't chase closure. They don't fight for attention. They don't beg to be understood. They observe. They decide. They move accordingly. No announcement, no drama, just action. And action always speaks louder than words. Here's where many get it wrong. Stopping the chase doesn't mean withdrawing effort where it matters. It means effort is no longer one-sided. It means attention is given where it's reciprocated, not demanded. A man who stops chasing still communicates, still shows interest, still invests, but only where energy flows both ways. That's not arrogance. That's emotional intelligence. And emotional intelligence is rare. When a man operates from self-control instead of urgency, people feel safe around him. His presence feels solid. His absence feels noticeable. Not because he's manipulative, but because he's not dependent. Dependency repels. Stability attracts. One of the most powerful side effects of stopping the chase is clarity. The wrong people fall away. The right people step forward. Because when you stop forcing connection, you allow alignment to reveal itself. And here's the final truth most men need to hear. A man who doesn't chase isn't hard to love. He's hard to replace, because he brings peace, direction, and emotional consistency, not pressure. So if you're constantly explaining yourself, proving your value, or trying to hold something together alone, understand this. The power isn't in doing more. It's in standing firm. The moment you stop chasing is the moment your presence starts to matter. Not because you changed who you are, but because you finally stopped abandoning yourself. And that's when everything changes.